Hello there, my name is Niamh and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I upload videos twice a week, every Tuesday and every Friday, so you should totally stick around and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure that you have that little notification bell turned on so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to act in a restaurant. Basically, restaurant etiquette 101, shall we say. I also just want to start off by saying I mean no harm with this video. It is just a bit of a skit, bit of a laugh, okay? We're just gonna have fun with it. I don't mean any offense by anything I'm about to say. I don't mean to personally offend anyone, okay? But I don't know if you find that maybe you hear something I say and you're like, I do that all the time, what's wrong with that? Just, I don't know, reflect on it maybe. I work in the restaurant industry and I've picked up on a few things while working here, and I just want to kind of tell you maybe what not to do or what you should do. And again, just a bit of fun, okay? That's all we're trying to do, have a bit of fun. I just want to say too that probably if you are watching this, I'm assuming you're around my age, or kind of in general my age group, my generation, and that you are more than likely a completely fine customer in restaurants. You're probably really polite and just understanding, and you just probably get it. So if anything, this video isn't really for you, but it's definitely something you could laugh at. If you work in the industry, you'll totally relate to me, you'll relate to what I'm saying. So I totally get that this probably isn't for you to like be learning how to act in a restaurant, because you're more than likely fine. This is just kind of, you know, aimed at anyone who's maybe a little bit older, a little bit of an older generation who expects things done like that. It's for those kind of people. It's probably not for you watching it, because you're probably a decent human being, you know, who just treats people like people. So at the moment things are all a little bit different really in restaurants and cafes and everything because of COVID and everything. We're just all trying to adjust to these new regulations that have been put in. We're trying to do things a little bit differently to what we were. Have patience with us first of all, but I feel like most places are now doing a wait to be seated operation. So if you see a sign that says wait to be seated, I don't know, wait to be seated maybe? I mean, before this people would just come in and assume they can go anywhere. Like, no. If you are just leaving your table and you see someone waiting and you're like, oh, you can just take my table there, we're gone. No, not necessarily. We might need your table for a booking, so please don't do what we are meant to do. Don't give away tables, okay? Just don't push tables together without asking us. It just ruins everything. It just, okay, just don't do that, especially at the moment, okay? I know in my place anyway, we have to disinfect the table and chairs after every table has finished. So like if you see a table free but we haven't cleared it and cleaned it yet, just wait like 2 minutes before sitting down on it. And if I tell you, oh, I'm just going to clear that, then you can sit on it. Please don't go ahead and sit on it, okay? Because one, gross, you're next to all those people's germs, and two, it just annoys me. If a table has a reserved sign on it, it's probably reserved. If you see people waiting in a queue near a bathroom, they're maybe queuing for the bathroom, and you probably shouldn't like just go straight into that bathroom without double checking people aren't waiting first. I feel like most places are doing a one-way system at the moment, especially if they have 2 doors. Come in 1 door, out 1 door. So if you see a sign that says one-way system being operated and you go in 1 door, odds are you're going out the other door, because it's a one-way system. If you're coming in for food, they probably have a menu. The restaurant probably has a menu. You don't need to go, oh, do you do this, do you do that? Like, we probably have a menu, and you can just ask for a menu. That's okay. We won't get offended if you ask for a menu. It's okay. Like if you have a menu in front of you and you're like, oh, can I have this thing that's not on the menu? Do you Do you think the restaurant does it if it's not on their menu or their specials board? Okay, yeah, okay, right. So if you went to that restaurant a year ago and they did this thing, a lot can happen in a year. A lot can change in a year, and just because you had that one thing that one time just does not mean it's still there. And the waitress might be new. I might have a notion what you're on about, but you had it that one time in 2015, so you know, you're obviously going to get it again for definite. Just maybe, like, maybe be a little bit, like a little tiny bit conscious of your voice level if you're indoors. Just a thought. Just a thought. A cappuccino with no chocolate, it's just a white coffee. Or if you want it in a glass, it's just a regular latte. Large cappuccino, no chocolates, just a large latte. Cappuccino with no chocolates, just a white coffee. That's all it is. You don't have to keep asking for a cappuccino with no chocolate, because it's just a white coffee. Just start asking for a white coffee or a large latte, because cappuccino with no chocolate is just a white coffee or a latte. Okay? If you are one of those people who stacks up your plates really neatly so that your waitress or waiter can just come along and pick them up, I love you. And we just really appreciate you, because you make our job like so much easier, and I just really appreciate you, like, a lot. I just be like a little bit mindful, you know, of just leaving your rubbish all over the table and all over the floor. Would you do it at home? I mean, especially now. I really don't want to be touching your gross napkin that you've just left on the floor, or that you've just left there. A real human cleans the bathroom every day. Yeah. Somebody has to clean the toilet you just used, okay? I just, you know, just be a little bit aware of that, if you don't mind. A human cleans it. The waiter or the waitress, they actually can't read minds. Oh, like, it's so funny. Like, you know, if they bring down your food and you're like, oh, I don't like tomatoes, I didn't want tomatoes in my sandwich. What? Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say that you didn't want them? Because I can't read your mind. They can't read your mind. You need to communicate what you do I don't like for your food to come out the way you like it, you know? And finally, the last thing that I just want to let you know, if you are coming into a restaurant, the waiting staff, the baristas, the chefs, they're human, they're people, they have emotions, and they make mistakes, and they're doing their best at the moment to try serve all of the people who are coming in to eat, because we haven't been able to eat for the last, we haven't been able to eat out for the last, what, 3-4 months. We're just getting used to it, okay? We're getting back into the swing of things. Please don't be mean, okay? We don't need you to be mean at all. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I don't know, I feel like I just kind of needed that little rant, really. Again, it's just for fun. I mean no harm by this whatsoever, but I don't know, if you maybe picked up on one thing that you're like, oh, I kind of do that sometimes, maybe I shouldn't do that, then great, you got something from this video. Or if you found it funny, again, great, you got something out of this video, which is always what I want. I just had this idea, thought it was funny, said I'd do it. Again, I mean no harm whatsoever, but yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this little video just kind of teaching people how to act in restaurants. Again, I don't mean any harm, I don't mean to offend anyone, I just think it's funny. Okay, I'll stop saying that now. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and thank you for watching. I shall see you when I next see you.